that's the way you do it. You play the guitar on the MTV. That ain't working, that's the way you do it. Money for nothing and your chicks for free. Now that ain't working, that's the way you do it. Let me tell you, damn guys ain't dumb. Maybe get a blister on your little finger. Maybe get a blister on your thumb. We got to install microwave ovens, custom kitchen deliveries. We got to move these refrigerators. We got to move these color TVs. To the little faggot with the earring and the makeup. Yeah, buddy, that's his own hair. The little faggot got his own jet airplane. The little faggot, he's a millionaire. We got to install microwave oven, custom kitchen deliveries. We got to move these refrigerators. We got to move these color TVs. Move on, move on. I should have learned to play them drums. Look at that mama, she got it sticking in the cameraman. Oh, we could have some. And he's up there. What's that? Hawaiian noises. He's banging on the bongos like a chimpanzee. Oh, that ain't working. That's the way you do it. Get your money for nothing. Get your chicks for free. We got to install microwave oven, custom kitchen deliveries. We got to move these refrigerators. We got to move these color TVs. Listen here, now, that ain't working. That's the way you do it. You play the guitar on the MTV. That ain't working. That's the way you do it. Money for nothing and your chicks for free. Money for nothing. Chicks for free. Money for nothing. Chicks for free. Ooh, and money for nothing. Chicks for free. Money for nothing. Chicks for free. All that money for nothing. Chicks for free. Money for nothing. Chicks for free. Look at that. Easy money, easy chicks for free. Easy money for nothing. Chicks for free. That ain't working.
Skateboarding is a sport that is often written off because of its lack of seriousness and its tradition as being merely a craze. Not so for the Sandersons of Southern California. To Eric, Michelle, and Gary, skateboarding is a serious game that they're pursuing professionally. Michelle, 17, rides for the Madrid State team in Los Angeles and is one of the top female amateur freestylists in the country. Eric, who's 15, rides for POW and is an amateur ramp rider and freestylist. He's one of the best. And Gary, 19, is an all-around professional rider for Madrid Skateboards. But skating doesn't stop with the kids. Both Karl and Larry Sanderson have worked with the National Skateboard League and the California Amateur Skateboard League. They're proud of their children's accomplishments. Karl Sanderson talks about how her kids got started.
It was Gary first, the oldest, and he started skating, street skating, like most of them do, and a friend of his had a ramp, and they started doing that, and then they started going out to the skateboard parks, and it evolved into competition. And then the youngest boy, Eric, he started competing when he was 8.5 or 9. He couldn't keep his skateboard equipment on. He'd get to the bottom of a pool and they'd have to stop the contest to pull his equipment up. And from there, I think it was a year or two, and freestyle competition came in, more of it out here, and we hadn't seen it before. And that was something Michelle felt she could compete in. And they've just gotten better and better. They've picked up sponsors, and they're really involved in it. We've always been involved with our kids anyway, and so it was just a natural thing for the whole family to be a part of it.
There are basically 4 types of competition in skateboarding. Street skating, which comes from the all-too-familiar side of kids skating up and down curbs. Pool or ramp riding, on which competitors are judged on their moves. Slalom riding, a speed competition. And freestyle, choreographed skateboarding to music. Michelle likes freestyle because it combines so many sports.
Surfing is a lot like skateboarding, in the water. And snowboarding is skating in the snow. And sandboarding the same, but in the sand. As far as balancing, when you're rolling, it's like roller skating. And as far as putting a routine together, like for a contest, it would be like ice skating in that you have to choreograph a routine to music and be able to pull your tricks and not fall or step off.
Young Eric specializes in freestyle skating and in ramp riding. Eric recently did stunt work in the skateboard movie Thrasher and has worked commercially in television. He is simply remarkable to watch. Gary, the eldest Sanderson and skateboarding professional, works on all types of skateboard competition, but is strongest in the slalom event, where the boards reach speeds of 25 miles per hour. Watch the quickness of Gary and fellow professional Bo Brown. When Gary's not working on his slalom, he and his brother love to skate the ramps, on which skaters are judged on the intricacies of their tricks in the air.
Pool and ramp riding, which a lot of people are getting into now. That's probably the hot setup for all the kids. They look at these big, giant wooden structures that everybody's been building in their backyards, and they go out to these skateboard parks, and anything they can ride that has a little bit of vertical on it, and they'll ride it. To me, that's the most exciting aspect of the sport. Parents look at that part, and that's where they get their ideas that skateboarding is dangerous.
The danger of skateboarding is one that has long been debated. Sure, there are dangers, just as there are in many sports, but knowledge and practice reduce the risk significantly. Carol Sanderson was dubious at first about the safety of her children.
I would jump every time one of them would fall. And the first time Eric rolled into the 15-foot combi pool out at Pipeline Skate Park in Upland, I nearly had an attack. And he made it. He knew exactly what he was doing. They learn how to fall so that they're not hurt. They get on their knee pads, and they do just fine. They've been skating a lot of years, and we've only had one injury in all that time.
The most interesting thing about the Sanderson kids is that they skateboard together, admiring and learning from each other.
He's really, good in pool riding, and I look up to him because he helps me all the time in pool riding. And, my sister, I look up to her because she tries so hard, and she's, really good. She's a girl, and she could compete against the guys and beat them a lot of times. So I look up to her over that.
Sometimes it can be a little aggravating because we kind of compete with each other sometimes. But most of the time, they're really encouraging. They are so helpful with me.
It's so good to see them do so well at it. I get more excited than my mom and dad. I'm just jumping up and down all the time, to see them go out there and really do good. And, I feel bad when they feel bad. And I think the neatest part is when they come up and go, thanks for helping me, or geez, we did it again, And I know they're going to go a long ways, and that's what I'm glad to see. I'm glad to see them keep going with the sport.
I really want to turn pro by next year, and that's my goal. I'm going to keep skating until my goal comes true. So then I want to get a board named after me, like my brother.
Take off in Alaska is skateboarding. Several clubs have been formed statewide, and in Anchorage, the Arctic Wheelers are getting ready to wrap up their season this weekend before doing demonstrations at the state fair. The Arctic Wheelers Skateboarding Club in Anchorage has been around for 5 years, and it has 75 members, including 3 women. The skaters demonstrate their skills in 2 styles, street style or cross-country obstacle.
The street style event is rather new in skateboarding. It consists of using street obstacles, curbs, small ramps, pedestrians, benches, just about anything you can find. And the cross-country is a race, basically, an obstacle course. The fastest person through the course without knocking over the obstacles is the winner.
The board is 30 inches long and 10 inches wide, and the skaters can reach speeds of 30 to 35 miles per hour, and they can fly 7 to 8 feet in the air. In competition, the idea is to impress the judges.
They judge on style and degree of difficulty, just the radicalness of the maneuver, how high they can go. And of course, the crowd, when they get behind it, those are the guys that end up doing really well in the contest.
Going to be time. That's it. Welinder going 2 minutes. Giving it his best shot. 1, that's going to be time for Bull Ruff. No falls, no falls. That's Bull.
Because we dumped some watermelon rises for big. What was it? Is there horses in there? No. And Dane, me and Dane.
15 seconds. Middle name